So let's take this a step deeper. And here's what I'm here to tell you today. Hang on to your seats. Important spot. Everybody looking? Here you go. If everything that you could do today is based on what you say to yourself about yourself today, you can change what you are saying to yourself about yourself when? Today. And what does your brain say? Okay. Is it true? Don't care. Can you see where we're going? Wait till we get there. Here's a picture of prefrontal cortex tissue. Can you see the clusters? Can you see them? That might be a book. That might be lights. That might be skyscrapers. There's the connections here. Dr. Ramachandran says on page 8 of his book, if you take a speck of brain the size of a grain of sand, you got 100,000 neurons and 2 million axons and 1 billion synapses. But what is even more amazing is that my brain takes up about 2% of my body weight. 2%. That 2% uses up 20% of my energy. We're talking about an organ that doesn't move. This is molecular electrical energy, okay? It uses up more energy than my heaviest muscle, which is my gluteus back there. It also uses up 20% of my air. It uses up 20% of my blood, 30% of my water, 40% of my nutrients all go to my brain. Wow. You ready for the good stuff? Here's the great stuff. If I stopped here and said, well, thanks so much, I'm so glad that you had me, you'd say, oh, that guy was really good, he was knowledgeable, he's handsome, okay? He's really fantastic, I really like what he said. What did he say? I have no idea, but it's really good. And the reason is because all the information is on the left side of your brain. And the real you is on the right side. You see, right now, your self-image, your information is on the left, and the you is on the right. The you is where your feelings are, your emotions are, etc. And that's where they need to be. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the last few minutes, and then we'll close, and we'll talk about how to get the information that I just shared with you from the left to the right. And I call them 2 new ways of thinking. And then we'll close with this because I want to give you something that you can begin using as you're walking out the door. Okay? Okay. So the first one comes from Stanford University in 1975 called the effort effect. And what they discovered is that most of us pass over our successes too quickly, too lightly for them to ever become a part of our self-image. So when someone says, good job, do you know what we say? We say, well, it could have been better. Not really. I was part of a team. I was lucky. That's egotistical. Not really. You know, that makes, no. Okay, well, what have we learned today? When you say no, what does your brain say? Okay. Now those compliments fall to the floor, which is not only sad, but what a waste. Okay, so here's your new way of thinking. From now on, when someone says, good job, you look at them and you smile and you say, thanks, I know. Okay, you ready for the best for last? Hang on to your hat. Here we go. Throw away the list. What's the list? The list is when you make those big bonehead mistakes. You don't get that resume there in time. You have the typo. And you say, oh my gosh, how could I have been so stupid? And when you ask that question, you know what your brain says? Your brain says, oh, I know. Remember that dumb thing you did yesterday? And that dumb thing you did a week ago, month ago, year ago? Remember how you were the slowest reader in the 3rd grade? And do you know what we do is we get out this list and we start going down the list of all the dumb things we've ever done. Now, this is really important to understand. Your brain does not know that those memories happened a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. The brain's recording them again. But this time as if they happened when? Now. And then you're carrying that stuff around. Damn. I've got some good news for you. You don't have to do that anymore. I remember one last story. I was on my way to work and I was waiting for the light to change. A kid came up with one of those big, huge hot cars. The light changed. He went peeling out in front of me, roaring up the freeway, passing everyone on the freeway. And I watched this whole scenario and I had this epiphany. How many cars are already in front of him? Millions. Okay. How many cars are behind him? Millions. So maybe it's not a matter of how fast you get there. Maybe it's a matter of you're going in the right direction. But even when you're going in the right direction, sometimes you just run out of gas. Sometimes you get a flat tire. Sometimes you even lose your way. But you know what? You can buy some more gas. You can replace the tire. You can get a map. And what's so wonderful about the brain just says what? Okay. Is it true? Don't care. All I care about is what you tell me. You say it, I believe it. You lock onto it, you know what I'll do? I will do everything I can to make it true in your life.